Part 1. Access to information from written texts. 70 points. Read the article below and then answer questions 1 to 7. Danger. Junk in space. Satellites have been sent into space for over 50 years, and they are used in communications, weather forecasts, and navigation systems. However, most of them don't last very long and stop working after 10 to 15 years. Old satellites break up into pieces that remain in space. According to the American Space Agency, NASA, there are already millions of such pieces of junk, and their number is growing every year. This situation has scientists very worried because the junk is moving through space at a very high speed. It can cause great damage to anything it hits. Nowadays, satellites are built with heavy shields to protect them from the smaller pieces of junk. However, they can still be destroyed by any object that is larger than a tennis ball. That's why NASA is watching the bigger pieces closely. Whenever a big piece seems to be flying toward a satellite, that satellite is moved to a safer position. Despite all these efforts, it is becoming very difficult to ensure the safety of satellites. Quote, "It's getting so crowded up there that a serious collision is likely to happen in the near future," says NASA physicist Jenny Gonzalez. Quote, "And if one satellite is destroyed, the pieces could hit other satellites nearby, causing them all to stop working. Then whole communication systems could collapse." Experts agree that the best way to reduce the danger is to try to remove the bigger pieces of junk. A number of ideas have been suggested. The European Space Agency, for instance, has proposed covering the larger pieces with a special foam. This would cause them to slow down, fall back toward Earth, and burn up harmlessly in the atmosphere. NASA has suggested using lasers to achieve the same result. Meanwhile, the technology needed to carry out these solutions has not yet been developed, and there is also another major problem. The objects in space belong to dozens of different countries, so any cleanup program would require global cooperation. That, however, is very hard to achieve. Quote, "Countries have been talking about it for years," says Dr. Gonzalez. "If they don't stop talking and start doing something soon, we're going to lose satellites. Imagine the effects this will have on all our lives."